Hello, hello. It's another episode of the Let Me Talk to You podcast. I'm very happy to let you guys know that this is my very first solo episode. We're going to be talking about all sorts of things, politics, conspiracies, just what's going on in my life. I want to know what's going on in yours. There's actually a platform right now where you can call in, leave me voicemails. I'll play them on the air and I'll answer them. So I want to be intact with you guys. I know that you usually see me with a guest, but this is you guys' time. This is you guys to come in and let me know what's going on, and maybe I can help in some ways. Maybe my stories will impact with your stories and we can make a difference in this world. This has been a long time coming. As you can see, I set the studio up tonight for me to be able to do solos now. Let me know what you think. It's probably not the best, I don't think, but I worked my butt off to get it like this, and I'm just super blessed. All glory to Jesus Christ, my Savior. So yeah, man. Another thing, I have merchandise now. I got some 112 Richardson hats. It says the Let Me Talk to You podcast. It says Dodging the Devil on it, baby, because that's what we're trying to do. I also have other hats that have the emblem that you see back here, right there on my sign. You can also get that on a hat, and I may come up with some other little things later on down the road. But I also got bottle openers for all you Modelo drinkers. I know y'all be drinking them cervezas, baby. Yeah. I also have koozies, cups, whatever you guys want. Let me know, man. If there's something I don't have that you want, let me know. Let's make it happen. So thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for being fans of mine. My wife probably thinks this is just crazy. This is a crazy dream of mine, but she wrote me a letter tonight and a card that let me know that she'll chase me down the road with my wildest dreams. So she's got my back, and it's just time to shine, baby. Let's go.
Okay. Irene?
Got a $5 steak on a $20 grill. I can't help but feeling like the king of the hill. The grass is kinda high, but it's under control. And right now, I ain't in the mood to mow. I'm gonna thank the good Lord as the sun goes down for another day above the ground. Well, I ain't at the top, but I ain't at the bottom. Being in the middle for me ain't a problem. As a matter of fact, where I'm at really ain't too bad at all. I know I ain't got every little thing I want, but I got everything I need. And that's a pretty good place to be.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It's time. As you've noticed, I have changed shirts. It's because last night my brain was jumbled. I couldn't gather my thoughts, if I have to say. But baby, guess what? The Dallas Cowboys won today. It's always a good day when the Cowboys win. I don't know. I kind of contemplated all day about what I wanted to talk about. And I prayed on it, went to church this morning, wonderful service, the Life Church over here in Nearbridge City, Orange, by Styx, the pool hall. While I was there, I was thinking a lot, and if anybody knows me, knows that literally everything I do, I overthink. But for some reason, this word kept popping out to me in my head, bitterness. Don't waste your time. I was bitter most of my life. I went through some things as a child that were unfair. But if I was to carry those over to where I'm at today, I would never get to anywhere I need to be. I was bitter for a long time, and you could see it in my face. You could see it in my actions. I was completely bitter. That could have been my middle name at the moment. I do not know. But today I'm not bitter. I talked to an old man one time, and it was through my process of being bitter, and he said, I told him, I was like, man, I'm 20 years old. I feel like I should already have it figured out. I should figure out what I want to do with my life. I'm just at the bottom of the pit, man. And this old man told me if I spent my 20s worrying about whether I should have it figured out or not, I'm going to waste those years. There's a lot of people in their 30s that don't have it figured out, in their 40s that don't have it figured out. I can honestly say at 32 years old, I think I'm close to having it figured out. I have a beautiful wife. I have 2 wonderful kids. Both of them are very smart. They're 4 and 2. They're fixing to be 3 and 5. Zane Anthony and Malaya Shea, my world, my rock, anything in the world I will give them. And I could really live a very simple life. My kids, I want to have an extraordinary life, and they will. It's up to me, and anything up to me, I'm going to make it happen. I just want to let you guys know that, man. I don't know what's on my heart. I think you should know. Don't be bitter. I got saved this morning. I've been saved before. I just don't feel like I was worthy of being saved then. This morning I felt like I was worthy to be saved. I feel like I could be some sort of vessel. I love people. I love doing things for people. I love bringing people together. But for the longest time, I've just felt so uncomfortable in my own skin, and I think it's unfair. You know, I'm always worried about helping others, and sometimes I forget to do it myself. I forget to worry about myself. And I don't think that's a bad trait, but you got to be careful. You know, if you sit around and you mope and you worry, dude, you just got to get up. You got to get up and you got to go. You got to grind every day like it's your last. You don't know what's going to happen. You could easily drive out that morning and not make it back home. And that's something I think you all should think about. You know, I think you should think about that. Oh, got deep pretty quick, didn't I? You should think about that. I spent so many years just sitting around pitying myself over shit that I had control over. You know, I was 9 years old. My stepmother, she burnt my house down trying to kill me and my brother. Not my recent stepmother. She passed away. But I think she was like my dad's 3rd wife. I think so. She had burnt down our house, man. And she wasn't a bad person.
What?
I think people go through addictions and they become something they never thought they would be. She threw toilet paper on fire in our bedroom windows. Me and my brother David. She set trash cans on fire by the door to where we couldn't get out, and by the grace of God, we wasn't there. Actually, my grandmother was remodeling our house because they had found mold in our bathroom. That's how God works. And we was able to make it out of that. So I think a few days later, my mom was always kind of a strong person, you know, and it pissed her off. I would imagine it would piss anybody off that try to kill your kids, right? Yeah, man. Anyways, we seen her at First Baptist Church right there off Calvary Drive in Vidor, Texas. I know how to say it. It's Vidor, but I like calling it Vidor. Yeah, man. She ran over my mom with her car. She wasn't a bad person. I mean, the woman was plumb full of conviction. And she served 10 years. I was 8, 9 when it happened. She got out when I was 18. I was able to write the parole board if I wanted to make sure she couldn't get out. But at that point in my life, I felt, man, I'm an adult. What can you do to me now that I can't do something back? And I'll never forget it. I seen her at a Market Basket in Vidor in the frozen food section. And she turned and she looked at me. And I'll never forget this. She turned and she looked at me, and it was like she was looking at that little boy. She was looking at that little boy that went through all that trauma at such a young age. And I just remember the tears coming from her face. And I just remember her asking me, please, will you forgive me? And absolutely, I'll forgive you. I don't hold people's past against them. She did her time, and she had a lot of time to think about what she did. And for her to ask me for my forgiveness, that was the first step. You know, I seen her again later on down the road. She was working at James Brown Gumbo House, and she seen me out in the area where you eat, and she paid for my food. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of worried to eat it due to the circumstances, but fortunately the food was great. Didn't die. Yeah, praise God, huh? But yeah, man, I was that affected my life for a long time. And then I watched my one of my mom's it was her boyfriend at the time. He was killed also. He was killed and thrown in the Neches River, man. Life was tough, dude. I have every reason. I'm the recipe of why you should not make it. And man, I came up, dude. I came up, and it was all by the grace of God, baby. Yes. So I just want you guys to know that it is possible. Don't stay bitter. You're going to go through things. Things are going to suck. It's life, you know. But I see a lot of people so upset that, damn, tomorrow's Monday. Damn, tomorrow's Monday. Can't wait till Friday. Why can't Friday be Monday? Why can't Monday be Friday? Why can't we just have a good fucking day every single day? I'm not saying you got to be in a good mood every day, but pretend. Walk out there with a smile on your face. It's infectious. If you make people laugh, if you make people just that bring your energy. Shane Dorn's a good example, right? Shane Dorn is almost 80 days sober today. Man, round of applause. There's nobody here to do that, but I'll do it for him. He is such an amazing guy. And I always knew that. And I remember talking to Shane and his addiction, and I was extremely upset. First of all, when I love. So that means that comes with everything. And you love somebody, you take everything that they have, and you put that in your heart. And I told Shane before he went to rehab, I said, go to rehab or I'm never going to talk to you again. And I'm sure I wasn't the only one that told him that. I'm sure his mother told him that. I'm sure a few people told him that. But guess what? Shane went to rehab. And God, he's out, man. And God, I got my friend back, you know, and I'm getting chills telling you, man. We've lost a lot of people. I've lost a lot of my friends, and I hate it, man. But Shane saved himself, and then he got right with God, man, and such a wonderful feeling to hug his neck and just know that I don't have to worry about losing him, you know. And I don't think he knows how much I actually love him. I'm kind of the type of person that I don't like to talk about how I feel a lot, and this is going to be hard for me to do these solos because it's basically about me, right? So I'm just so grateful I don't have to lose him. And if it is, he was doing right if I did lose him, you know. And I want him to be the best version of him because he isn't infectious. He's so gracious. He's a perfect human being to me. And I say perfect loosely because nobody's perfect, but he's just the perfect friend for me. To go through what that man has went through, and a lot of it was self-inflicted, and to shake back from that, God, it's a tough son of a bitch, dude. So anyways, I hope that everybody is having a wonderful weekend. Thanksgiving is coming. I don't know if turkey makes that gobble gobble, whatever. Turkey Day's coming, baby. We went to Life Church this evening. Actually, tonight was my first service there. And like, man, I'm so weird about church, right? I went to a church in Kentucky. It was Cornerstone Church. They actually had it at like some sort of like YMCA, and it was just a small group of people, and I absolutely loved it. So since I don't live in Kentucky anymore, and it's been almost a decade, it was so difficult for me to find a church that I could call home. I don't need nobody to help me be led astray, right? A lot of people, you may not know what that means, but I don't need nobody to lead me in the wrong way. I can do that all on my own. I need to go somewhere, and I need to sit down, and I need to feel like this is home. And I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but I can. If I wanted to sit there and listen to somebody talk about their life and what they did in high school for 45 minutes, I'd just go to my 10-year anniversary for school, right? Thankfully, they got shut down too. Don't need that in my life. But I want to go to a church where you tell me what God wants. I read my Bible. I think I'm just like anybody else. I read my Bible, and a lot of it I don't receive, but some I do. That's what's wonderful about the Bible. You can look at it, and you could read it, and you might only remember one line from it, you know, and it's just an amazing feeling, right? I think it's the good book for a reason. anyhow, yeah, we went and ate some good food. They did a Friendsgiving. I want to call it a church giving because that's what it felt like a church Thanksgiving. You get what I'm saying here? Dodging the devil, baby, at all cost. But it was just such an amazing feeling. You felt so welcome. Everybody there was just so like ready to love you, you know, and I think that's amazing. And my kids are almost getting to an age where I want them to know Jesus. So yeah, man, today was great. I had a great day. I went and visited my dad. I picked him up, brought him to my uncle's. My uncle has stage 4 small cell carcinoma. There's 2 spots on his lung. There's 2 spots on his spine. I'm not going to go too deep into detail with it, but pray for him. He's going to need it. My Uncle Dale's a tough dude, man. Probably the best dart player you'll ever see, too. He's cool. It's just Uncle Dale's always been one of my favorite family members. We can sing karaoke together. We can swim and wrestle, and I just have so many beautiful memories with him, you know. And we lost his son Derek, which was my cousin, you know, some years back, and it's just kind of we've all kind of felt lost with him being gone. And I don't think, for myself, I don't think I've ever recovered from that because I don't understand it. I don't understand all of it. I want to, but I don't think I got the balls enough to start digging deep and understanding why some people do what they do. Right. So, man, it took forever for me to even think about what I was going to talk about tonight. And I guess I'm just kind of all over the place, but that's why my podcast is called Let Me Talk to You, because I'm just going to talk to you, man. Of course, I love having guests on. Thursday, I have Just coming on from Smashwagon. He's the owner of Smashwagon. I believe he's the owner. And then Saturday or Sunday, I have Seth Hancock from Wingstop coming over, dude. And I know for a fact those wings got to be fire. I know I went and ate at Smashwagon the other day, baby, and it was like an orgasm of flavor. You know what I'm saying? It was so good. There was nothing wrong with it at all. And to break it all off, they had Faygo. Whew. Faygo, dude. If I was the president and I had a water fountain in my office, it would have fucking Faygo in it, dude. Root beer Faygo, too. I might drink some strawberry, I don't know. But I like the root beer. Or as my daughter says, root berry. Not like Barry Sanders, though. Barry Sanders was a beast. But anyways, so yeah, the Cowboys won, baby. How do y'all feel about that? I feel good. DC for life. We haven't had a good year. It's been a weird year. You know, I hadn't given up. I was close. But to see Cooper Rush do what he did tonight, damn. And Cavante Turpin, boy, call that man Forrest Gump because he just keeps on running. Yeah, baby, run, Cavante. I'm not trying to chase you, baby. Just get them TDs, not TDs, as in touchdowns. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be setting up some sort of phone system in here to where you can call and leave me voicemails and ask me questions. You know who the next 2 guests are. It's gonna be Just from Smashwagon, and it's gonna be Seth from Wingstop. No, not Wingstop. Wing Junkies. Sorry, Seth. Jesus. I messed that up. It's Wing Junkies, baby. Yes, because I'm a junkie for them wings. But, and I'm looking for more guests. I don't know who all wants to come on. I feel like this is just a platform that's awesome to get to know one another. You know, we don't have to go in and fake it till you make it. None of that bullshit. We're just hanging out, talking. The best advice gets talked through a 2-person conversation. I remember when I had Chasen on, man. Chasen's actually gone now. He's doing some alone time over in a caged place. Breaks my heart, but he's there. And I firmly believe that the good he was doing here, he's going to do in there too, even in those circumstances. But I hope I'm doing okay for my first solo with my solo red cup. There's no alcohol in that. It's sweet tea, baby. It's a delicacy down here in Southeast Texas. Speaking of just different states, man, Kentucky, how y'all doing, man? I miss my Kentucky people. My buddy Rob messaged me this morning on Instagram, and let's see what he said. Let's see what he said. Oh man, Robert Meese, baby. He's a best friend of mine. Lucky I didn't even get this message. It said, "Oh yeah, man, you got this. Looks legit. Great job mentioning caring for others and looking out for others. Most podcasts don't do that." I just said, "I love you, brother. Thank you, and I miss you." He said, "Miss you too. Hopefully we can go do something soon." Rob, that's going to be hard. We're about 9 hours separated, brother. I hate it. I know you hate it. We all hate it. But you know what, man? Kentucky was a wonderful place. I always told myself that if I ever got to a point where I can retire and they don't cut disability by then, or Social Security or retirement, that I would get a houseboat and I'd go live on Lake Cumberland. Lake Cumberland is beautiful. Just close your eyes and just imagine a water with some mountains, all trees, no ice at the moment, I don't think. But you can picture ice if you want to. Just beautiful, bliss, quiet. It's just an amazing feeling, and I loved it there. Rest in peace to Stephen Daffron. He was the guy. He was the guy that took me there and let me hang out with him and pretend I could play guitar. I can play a little bit, thanks to Josh DeRowan in 6th grade. I'm still playing the same songs he taught me in 6th grade. I think everybody knows how to play Smoke on Water. If you don't, super easy. Takes no effort really at all. Shout out Josh DeRowan, who is arguably the best guitar player in our area. Take that to the bank and cash it. Shout out Josh. Another shout out I want to give to is, hello? Who's there? Brandon Cloyd, baby. That's who's there. He is one of the most magnificent lawn care businesses in the world. He comes here. He don't even say he's here, dude. Just, I'm on the way. All I hear is out my house. I go back out there. It's like my grass brushed its teeth, baby. It's clean. And I get excited. The little things make me happy. I used to like doing it, but I started realizing I drink more when I do grass. And not like marijuana grass, but like mow my grass. You know what I was talking about. And it was just, man, it's just a nice feeling. Y'all should hit him up. He's at the end of my introduction videos. I'll throw his logo into the shout out. But yeah, man. But yeah, this week should be interesting. Tomorrow we work. It's on a Monday. I don't know how long we're going to work this week because of the break coming up. But my bank account don't need a break, baby. Got to keep pushing. You know, Thanksgiving's such a wonderful time. You guys tell me, Thanksgiving should be about family. I think Thanksgiving should be everybody in your family together, and we hold hands and we tell each other what we're thankful for. I think that's such a beautiful thing. I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful that this candle smells so good, but it's not lit right now. You know, I messed up tonight. Well, we're not perfect, are we? But yeah, man, back to the bitter thing. Just don't be bitter, man. If you need to talk to somebody about this, you can talk to me. You can call me on my phone, 409-673-2894. I don't care, buddy. Call me. I got your back. We can talk through it. There's no reason why you should walk around bitter. I see these guys at work that they do this all day and they just walk. Man, keep that fucking head up, boy. Keep that fucking head up, boy. Yeah. Keep it up, girl. Smile. Let these people see that smile. You never know what you're missing out on if you keep your head down all the time. And I'm not just preaching to you. I'm preaching to myself too. There's some days where I want to drag my chin on the ground. But I'm not going to do that. I'll wake up, 4 a.m., get myself together. I go to work. Try to make as much impact as I can on my job sites. You know, I work with some wonderful people, man. You got to have a village to be happy. I'm a firm believer in that. People say, oh, you can't make nobody else happy unless you're happy, man. Bullshit. I can go to work sad as fuck and somebody makes my ass laugh and my day turns around. This year's been the craziest year, and I think it's been crazy for everybody. I think that we've honestly all been like, fuck, dude, what are we going to do? what are we going to do? Excuse the cuss words, by the way, but I'm a sinner. I'll ask for forgiveness after this. But, yeah, man, where was I? Oh, keep your head up. All right. If you walk around like that, man, you could be having your head on the ground and Steve Jobs reappears from the dead, baby. And he's like, hey, I have the new iPhone 24 and nobody else has got it yet. You can have it. That ain't going to happen. But wouldn't it be cool? You would have missed out on it had you not kept your fucking head up. So I hope you guys like the new setup, man. I got Tupac over here as usual. Biggie's over there. He was a little big for this little bitty area. It's going to get better. It's going to get a lot better. We're actually selling our house right now, so we're working on getting another house. And I'm going to build a shop, and I'm going to have... Just wait. You guys are going to be blown away for sure. My buddy JoJo, my producer, my editor, the man of the hour. He hasn't been able to show up, man. Work got him going. That's why this needs to be successful, baby. I'm trying to take him out them streets, boy. Get him back on this computer. I'm having to do this all on my own. And the Lord knows I'm not good with electronics. Except for Madden. I'll put it on you. But tonight was wonderful, man. I met people that I thought I'd never meet. It was just a beautiful night, man. I was super happy to be around these people, man. Now that I'm talking about people, I'd like to do a couple shout outs, man. Campbell's Detailing. Dude, if you need your car detailed, you go to them. It's simple. 2 + 2 is 4. Car plus person that needs to be clean is Campbell's. Not the chicken noodle soup, although that's good. I'm talking about Campbell's Detailing, baby. 3-time champ for cleaning businesses, like detail businesses in Orange County. Come on, man. You can't beat that, dude. Morgan Wallen only got 1 award the other night. Campbell's Detailing's got 3, dude. 3. Go check them out. They're fairly priced. You get what you pay for. They're the go-to this area. But yeah, man. Quit beating yourself down. It's not worth it, man. Everything you're going through, you're going to go through it no matter what. It matters if you get through. And when you get through, there's always something beautiful on the other side. You know. So, I'm very happy, man. I'm happy with my life. My son, man, he's so smart, dude. It blows my mind. I'm like, how are you my child? What happened? Did you fucking read a book in your mama? Like, God, and my daughter, she can do a cartwheel. She's 4. Cartwheels. I can barely roll on 2 wheels, baby, but she's doing cartwheels. I love it, man. Got her in tumbling over here in Bridge City. Shout out to her teachers because what they're doing is good. They're teaching my daughter how to be athletic. And I love it. And my wife, man, she's wonderful. She's a good cook. She's a wonderful partner. It's crazy, man, how I met my wife. She was my bartender. And I remember telling her, hey, first off, I'd gotten rained out. And anybody knows a blue-collar single man, when he gets rained out, at least about 9 a.m. forward, and if you got the weekend off, yeah, you're getting drunk. That's all there is to it. You're going to get drunk. And I did. I got drunk every day. Thankfully, I'm not that type of person anymore. I don't get drunk every day. I just get drunk when I want to. And anyhow, she was my bartender at 10 a.m. And I just remember looking at her and thinking, damn, she's beautiful. And I told her, you should add me on Snapchat because I'm funny. We all know that's a fucking lie. I'm not funny. And she did. She added me on Snapchat, baby. And now I got her hooked on that line forever. She's my wife. Look at this ring right here, man. You see it? Yeah, she put a ring on it, baby. It's gold. I think it's gold. She wants to argue with me and tell me it's some sort of other gold, but gold is gold to me. Yeah. But, man, I just appreciate you guys letting me talk to you like this because sometimes I need somebody to talk to. Christmas is coming. Man, some of you guys call in. Let me know what you want for Christmas. You never know. I might pick one caller and give you what you want for Christmas. Now, do not ask me for a Bentley because I can barely afford a toy Bentley. let alone a Bentley, baby. But, you know, I said I was going to be brief on this solo episode, and I was correct. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is my first one. I'm sure I'll get better at doing it. But I've just got kind of wrapped up in all sorts of stuff lately, and I got a lot to talk about. I watched this show the other night called, don't quote me on this, but it was called Buy More, I think, on Netflix. And, man, if you only knew what we're doing, consumer products. Did you know that Shein comes out with 1.3 million new items a year? 60% of those items never get sold, and they just get trashed. And when they get trashed, they burn them or they bury them, which is not good for the world. That's just one company doing that. We're going to run out of space. It's going to happen. I don't want to get too crazy. You know, how about Trump, baby? Trump is back. Woo, woo, Trump train. Some of that old sweet tea, baby. But anyhow, today was a beautiful day, man. It's always good when the Cowboys win. It's always good to spend time with family. It's always a good time to spend time with friends. And it's always good to praise God. So I just thoroughly appreciate you guys listening to me. You don't have to, but you do. And don't forget, I got some hats now, man. You can see, look right there. I got some hats. That one's spoken for, but you can get one made. Ask my boy Fluff, Albert DeLeon. Bluff. You know what I'm saying? Dude, Bluff. That's my dog, man. He reminds me of fucking, what's that dude's name? I can't think of it right now, but it's him. George Lopez, dude. Except for Fluff looks a little different. But you'd love him if you met him. But anyways, well, look, man. Time for me to bounce. I appreciate you guys. Please do a call in. I just want to get to know some of you guys. And let me know who you would like to see on the podcast or the type of people you would like to see on the podcast. I'm going to put the number into the message here for y'all to leave voicemails. And let me know what you want to hear, man. Ask me some questions. Don't be shy. Ask me whatever the fuck you want to ask. Because guess what? I'm going to answer. But thank you guys. And I'll see you next time.